Oh, fuck, I just hit start recording and I burped. That's really...
We are here! We are here!
We're here. Okay, I'm not... This is... yet again, I'm not with the official cast, but this is an official episode. This is episode 3. We gotta run through this quick. Austin's got somewhere he's gotta be. Okay, so I'm here with Austin, which is Faceless 12 or 13. What is it? Is it 12? Fuck.
That's 12,
hey,
right?
XII, you faggot.
It's XII. Faceless 12 on Twitch. I don't know his name on Facebook, okay? I think his name on Facebook is something like, Big Water Dragon Vaughn.
Okay. That's not bad. It's not a bad way to start it off.
And also...
My name on Facebook is Vaughn Steven Turner.
That's pretty close. That's...
Oh, okay. Okay, everybody go add Vaughn Steven Turner and ask him,
his nipples
what
are huge.
kind of furries he loves. Okay,
Just salami nipples. I'm astounded.
I'm also here with a very special guest. This guy, I don't know him personally. His name's Dodo Boy on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, it's
I love you, Josh.
I love you, Gum.
But for real, legit, check his shit out. All right, what is fuck? There's this weird Japanese symbol. I can't. I'll put it in the. I'll put the description.
Yeah. No. The Japanese symbol just means bird. It's really dumb. I get it. You ever want to be a vaporwave producer and then realize that your life's going down the toilet, so you change your entire career? That's how that came about.
Yeah, I get it. Like Dodo Bird.
Yeah. But then I dropped that because they won't let you put things with Japanese titles on Spotify through Root Note because they really just hate those slants.
Oh, yeah, I still never got Spotify working on my fucking phone. Every time I try to launch it, I got past the point of making an account, so I have an account on there. But every time I try to launch the app, it fucking crashes on me.
Uh-huh.
My phone is really bad. It can't even play Sonic Runners, so you know.
I'd say your phone is really good if it can't play Sonic Runners because that's saving you.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay.
I can't even play Subway Surfers, says Gummy.
I used to play Subway Surfers with my nipples just to see if I could do it.
I told my friend one time when I was at Milligan Academy and we were in the bathroom, I said, "You want to watch me drag my balls across my phone to see if it'll work?" He said, "Sure." So I dragged my balls across my phone and it worked.
Okay, I guess. I mean, you did ask him if he wanted to see it, so...
And then we had really, really gay sex, and it was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
you guys
pretty
must be
great,
so happy
actually.
together.
I'm just kidding. I didn't actually put my balls on my phone.
I put my balls on your phone.
Well, now I'm disappointed, because am I the only one here who's put his balls on his phone?
No, I actually have. I have.
I mean, I put my balls on other people's phones, but I feel like if you put it on your own, it's like jacking off to a picture of yourself. It's just not that good.
I don't know if that is how that works, but I'm going to assume it is and never do it again now.
Yeah.
So,
right.
For clarification, say I put my balls on somebody's laptop. Does that mean that every time they go on their laptop and they jack off the porn, they're indirectly jacking off to me?
Oh, it means you have herpes, you fucking ass.
Oh, no, I made a terrible mistake.
Not only that, but if they get any on the keyboard, they essentially came over your balls.
Oh, this is not how I wanted to start.
Alright, so the real question is...
everybody.
Can you get an STD through social media? If a girl with herpes...
Socially transmitted diseases. Socially transmitted disease.
Oh my god, that's what a meme is. A meme is a socially transmitted disease.
Holy shit!
You're right.
Oh my god, Josh, I have to delete this episode now. We can't let this knowledge get out.
We figured out the big government secret. The Jews created memes to kill us all or something. I don't know.
It's like those.
The Jews are trying to control us. Jews are trying to control us with socially transmitted diseases.
It's like those fucking propaganda videos where everybody's looking at their phone and then walking off the cliff.
Oh God. Okay, all right. I know you had some topic about meat or something planned, but can we talk about this?
Okay.
About there's so much like pretentious art that degrades millennials for like virtually no reason. They're like, I see all these millennials using their phone on the subway when they could be doing something like staring blankly around the subway, I guess, instead.
Yeah, I don't get the point of view of people who try to bash millennials for having phones. I feel like they're the same kinds of people who go out to like giant fucking cornfields and just smoke pot all day. Because, like, honestly, what else are you gonna fucking do?
No, like, okay, now there's a certain point to which
wheeling in a wheelchair.
I agree with them on like the pictures thing. Like, I'm not a big pictures guy. Like, when I go out somewhere nice, I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I don't like, my instinct isn't to take out my phone, but I guess I can understand people who do to some extent. But like, these people will make fun of millennials for literally anything. Like,
if I've been there before, I'll take out my phone and take pictures because it's like, this is pretty. I want my friends to see this. If I haven't been there before, I'll stare at it and people are like, why did you take pictures? I'm like, shut up. I was looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. I could respect that.
Yeah, see,
like, if I've been there before, it's I want to take pictures with my fam and be like, hey, I was here with these people.
I mean, you can call me pretentious because sometimes, like, I usually don't take pictures, of stuff, but if it's something that I really, really enjoy, and also, there's this also point, if it's something I enjoy and it looks like it would be good on, say, I don't know, something like the edits that I make, absolutely I sit there and I take a picture. Because, like I said, you can call me pretentious, but I enjoy making my edits and my art and stuff like that, even though it's like barely anything.
And so photography as a form of art seems like a reasonable point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
if you're the person who sits there in the hotel and takes pictures of your food and you're like, look at me eat pancakes. I genuinely want to strangle you.
Fucking food, so people who do that shit, I just...
If it's like a crazy thing, like you're like, wow, I'm eating a chicken heart covered in cum, like that's badass, dude, awesome. Like, but other than that, like, you don't really need to take pictures of your food. Like,
look, I'm eating a bowl of oatmeal that I made at home in 2 minutes. Isn't it amazing?
Look at this bowl of cereal. It can fit between the cracks of my tits.
Yeah.
Look, I have a half-drank can of soda between my hands.
Oh my god, look at this dildo I found on the hotel bed. It's so amazing.
Okay, to be fair, if I found a dildo on a hotel bed, I'd probably take a picture of it.
Would you? Okay, well, wait.
I found an entire PS4 inside my hotel room, and that was in my...
Here's the hypothetical. Would you take the picture if you had to use the dildo to take the picture?
I'd assume I'd be using it from the get-go.
Well, that answers my question. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. I just don't see that. Well, because it's like, okay, think about this. All right, Jesus just kind of came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah,
so theoretically, there's no physical form for Jesus Christ. So, like, that dildo could be Jesus, and I could become Jesus too by inserting it.
I must absorb its power.
God.
Oh,
it's the Holy Spirit, dude.
Yep. I love this.
It's suppository powers.
That reminds me. You guys are pretty top tier memers from what I understand.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do you remember all that stuff about that girl Megan Feather? That girl who looks like she's like 26 but she's like 15.
Actually, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this either.
It's really weird because the girl's like 15 and she does all this crazy makeup, and I don't have an opinion on it really because I don't do makeup. It looks nice enough to me, like I don't really care. But people were making fun of her for it, and I'm like, okay, people do that. That's fine. But then I like looked into her a little bit just because I was interested in what the whole situation does. And this girl makes like I think the number I saw was like $40,000 total from Instagram.
What?
Like, for being pretty and doing makeup. Like, how does that? I mean, like, I think that's awesome for her, but I also think it's kind of weird. You know what I mean?
I feel entitled right now. I feel like a dirty liberal. I want that. Gives me that. What the fuck? Just making money from being pretty. Oh God, this is not. I don't like this.
To be fair,
where is this podcast streaming to? Or are you just recording?
I'm not streaming. I'm recording, and it'll go live on YouTube in like 20 minutes after we finish.
Cool. There's like the whole Instagram model thing is something that like I never understood. Like, how do they make money? Like, people, there are sponsors who will pay them, but I don't get how the sponsors are making money from paying them.
Right. I don't.
Look, all right. It's a Jewish. It's modeled off the Jewish circle.
Oh no, okay. This is gonna be a bad.
No, I'm ready.
Keep going.
Look. Don't call me an anti-Semitist. I know what I'm talking about. Right?
Anti-Semitist? Is that the one you want to go with? You want to stick with that one?
Okay.
This is gonna be like the Blue Scare, where I call you all Jews if you don't.
Okay, please do call me a Jew.
All right. So look, you've got these Jews who are at the top of this circle. Okay. And it goes around.
Like Podesta, right?
They pay money down to these companies who sponsor this girl, and this girl has no other purpose than to look pretty in order to brainwash these beta orbiter guys into spending money on her Patreon to buy her things from her wish list and things like that. She gets free things, which gives her enough money to send a little bit money back up the ladder by buying the products from this company, like makeup companies who sponsor her through Instagram to use her products. They make money when she buys those products later on because she genuinely likes them. And then it circles back around. So those big corporate companies that make the makeup and make the things, those big old Jews are making money off this little girl who's like, oh, I like your makeup, let me stick it up my butt. And then they get money from it because she buys it more because she loses the first one to the infernal depths of her butthole. And then she has to buy more to put on her face instead of her anus. And so the Jews, it's the Jewish circle mentality. It's a religious thing. They call it Akshalak Dang Hongbo.
I don't think, is that really what they call it? Is that like genuine?
That's genuine. That's genuine. Akshalak Dong Hongbo.
All right, okay. Absolutely. Now I'm gonna stop you right there.
Removing the Jewish thing. That's not a terrible conspiracy because I feel like I don't know if they have to be Jewish. I feel like they could be. The likelihood is much higher, but I feel like it's not necessary.
I feel like I don't understand how they're basically giving. Okay, hold on. They're giving her their money and then taking it back. This isn't. I don't.
Well, okay. So like the thing is that I think it's like a sponsor thing. Like I know that you know how cosplayers get money.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing, but they just get it for just being pretty and using makeup and like that. Okay, it's not that weird as a thought. Except when it's like a 14 or 15-year-old girl and you're like paying them for being pretty, but they're like 14 or 15.
If I want to be serious about actually explaining the economics of this to you.
Do it. I'm interested.
Yeah, go ahead, I guess. I'm good.
All right, so without talking about the Jewish circle that I totally made up. Alak Shalak Hamdambo is not real. Sorry.
Oh man, you've disappointed me.
Here's how this works, alright? She's got millions of fans on Instagram, blah, 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 blah. You got all these chicks. They make her so young for this reason, really. If you think about it, when these people look at her and she's sponsored by these companies making this makeup, they think, wow, if she put on the makeup and she looked like a 15-year-old before and looked like she was 32 after that, if I put on this makeup, I'll look pretty and mature. So if this little girl can look like that, why can't I look fantastic and get penises in my mouth? So not only does it create business for her and she makes money from these sponsors, they sponsor her because it will make these people think, wow, this makeup makes me look pretty. And And then you've got 10 billion women going out and buying all this makeup from this specific brand, which helps them dominate the market, makes them marginal profits, which goes right back up to the top sponsor for this girl. And then she makes more money using these makeup products, and it all goes around. So it genuinely is a circle mentality. You've got it as she buys it, she uses it, everyone sees her use it, she uses it. Or they all use it.
Okay. That makes sense.
That does make sense. I guess that's the same. It's basically okay. So this little girl, she is a living billboard, and she advertises this living billboard body of hers with this makeup on social media, stuff like Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that. Everybody sees that, and they go out and they buy the stuff that's on her billboard.
Right, because they want to look like her, because they think if the young girl can look this pretty, then I can definitely look this pretty. An age superiority mentality, which goes back to your thing about how, millennials are gay. Well, if I'm older than her, that must mean that by association with the age, if I put that on, I'll look even prettier than the 15-year-old girl that I'm with. And then even more. Just the more they layer on, the prettier I am.
Jesus, fuck. Yeah, of course.
That's valid. I can totally see that.
I'm sure that the more I layer on, the prettier I am is how clowns started.
The gay guys trying to cross-dress better than each other.
Yeah. And then it just turned out to be an absolute clusterfuck. And then they made it a job.
Then we made it a job.
I mean, there are legitimate clown colleges in, that's not like a joke. Those exist in real life.
I'm sorry for that. I know they're not a joke. I've heard of them. But it's still so fucking funny.
The fact that they're not a joke makes me want to, laugh even harder.
Exactly!
And that's the beauty. They're clowns. They're making you laugh harder at being a joke. Look at it.
But, can you imagine if your whole life was a joke?
I don't have to imagine. That's me every day.
Oh, God. You silly little...
I'm sorry. That was bad. I apologize.
It's okay. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I saw the opportunity and I had to take it.
No, I understand. That's how I feel about, homeless people. When I see one on the street, I usually take most of their possessions.
What the fuck?
Well, they don't have anywhere to keep them, so technically it's out on the side of the street, just like trash. You're allowed to take it.
Okay, but that's really immoral.
By that token, just pick up the homeless person and put them in your car.
Okay, let's talk about this. I think that slavery should be legal for
For clarification. Wait, Josh, for clarification, you are being a hypothetical. This is a hypothetical, right?
No.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to finish this thing. Alright, so slavery being legal for people who, indentured slavery more, or indentured servitude more or less. If people are homeless, wouldn't you rather them be, a slave and get, kind of a house than live on the street?
Okay, but I'll say yes. They should, they'd have a home, and they'd be able to do work, but maybe they'd get an allowance or something like that. But at the same time, a lot of homeless people are really, mentally unstable. Would you honestly trust, a homeless person who's homeless because, I don't know, maybe he killed his wife and got fucking jailed and then got out of jail 20 years later? And now he's homeless because he can't get a job because he's a convicted murderer? Would you really trust someone like that in your house?
I wouldn't trust him in my house. I'd trust him in my fields.
So you're going to make him sleep out in the fields in a cage?
I don't give a shit what he hacks and slashes in those fields. Just give him my goddamn crops. I don't give a shit.
I don't care if it's corn, if it's white people, if it's
I do care.
I don't like.
Okay, I want to make one thing clear. All slaves I mention are assumed to be either white or Indian.
That's a little racist.
No, just no black slaves, because we already did that. That's not as fun anymore.
That really isn't racist.
That's not as fun anymore.
I don't think that's racist.
Okay, maybe it's not racist, but it is inclusive.
Okay. Maybe we could throw in Asians in there too. Maybe a nice Pacific Islander. But like no black slaves. Like that's done. That's over us.
You gotta have Filipinos too. Filipinos are proven to be the strongest race in the world.
Hey now.
Filipinos, not to drag on Filipinos, but I feel like weird about Filipino Instagram posts because it's always some guy like smiling real wide with a Bulls hat and a tank top.
I really love this line of conversation because Austin is Filipino.
Oh no, I'm aware.
I'm really angry because I can't sit here and deny this. I have seen the Filipino side of Instagram, and it's usually either noodles or large hats and strange smiles with Tagalog captions.
I love the smiles though. They're like from fucking ear to ear. I can't.
But they're like,
but no, not even like figuratively. Literally, one end of their mouth goes to the other end of their face.
I know. It's like, how do you even manage to do this?
It's like you are a living representation of Photoshop, and I don't understand.
Fuck. Oh god.
I mean, you know what? Let's talk about race more because that's never a dodgy topic.
This is
Austin. Tell me what's it like to be a Filipino?
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you a story. In my history class right now, we're talking about the Filipino-American War.
Okay.
First of all, I try to make everyone feel as terrible as possible because there's a lot of white liberals in my room, so I'll just sit there and say, yeah, where's my reparations?
Wow, Filipinos sound like fucking dick, no?
Okay, but wait, so get this. Even better. All right, my history teacher is a sarcastic... He's basically just a giant dick. Okay. And so we're sitting in class, and he hands out this packet. He says, this is a nice packet on the atrocities of America towards the Filipinos during the Filipino-American War. Looks me dead in the face. Says, Austin, I am sure you will find this pretty interesting. And he stands there and just blinks at me. And blinks. And stares expectantly, and everyone kind of like nervously giggles, and I almost spit out coffee over the person in front of me. I was like, oh my god.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
As a Filipino kid who doesn't look really very Filipino, I'm like a cappuccino color occasionally. In the winter I'm white, in the summer I am slightly dark. And so it's weird to me because it's like even I, on a very, very rare occasion, experience this strange form of racism, and it's like I don't understand.
It's like here, son. Here's a packet on how our people killed a bunch of yours. I'm sure you'll like it.
You see, I never.
It's like half of me killed them and the other half didn't. I don't know.
That's like the high school I go like is primarily like white, so I've never had to deal with like looking at a black kid during a lesson like about slavery. Or like, no, like I'm serious. I just
he'd look at him and say, "I'm sorry."
Just be like, man. My bad. I just didn't. It wasn't me.
That's legit.
It wasn't me.
I mean, that's what liberals want us to do. They want to look at fucking white people and say, "I'm sorry." Like, what is that gonna do?
Forgot it's 7:30. I'm doing a podcast.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're on your way. You're on a podcast.
Oh, this is weird.
Right now.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hello.
Wait, hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing right now? Oh, I'll talk to you in the car.
Why?
What?
This is good.
Why?
Good. When I pick her up. Oh my! Everybody's yelling at me. Hang on. Was that awkward? I do believe that now is the time for me to leave, gentlemen.
Okay, I'll do the outro. It was nice to be here. Good episode. Subscribe, leave a like, suck my cock a little bit. I'll leave a link to Austin's Twitch stream below, and I'll leave a link to Josh's SoundCloud too.
Thanks, buddy.
And he'll leave a link to my YouTube too, because he knows I have multiple outlets, and I'll punch him if he doesn't.
Yeah. I
punch him with my testicles.
You covered, bro. So
I'll see you guys.
See everyone next week, I guess. See you guys.
Peace out.